Hey guys, Joel here, aka One Flying Solo, and today I just wanted to make a quick video about a couple things to help you deal with change and a couple of experiences I've had with change. This is my friend Pippin too. He's going to hang out with us. So the first thing is that you have to realize that change is inevitable. So I'm sure you may have heard a saying. There's a saying, you know, you can't for the first step to solving a problem is admitting that there is a problem. So when we talk about change, if you don't accept that change will happen, then you're in denial. And when you're in denial, you're not in a position to address a problem. So first we have to accept that change will happen at some point. Me myself in my life, I've had a very difficult time accepting change. I thought that if, like a lot of people do, I'm sure that if you could somehow just avoid change, you just run from it and it won't happen. But it will happen, whether you like it or not. So you might as well admit and acknowledge that it will happen. In that way, eventually you can take some steps to be more proactive with it and not reactive. So, what are some of the things that I can control about change instead of just letting it happen to me? So that's the first thing. Another thing is that you can have both uh, good change. Change can be from good, can involve good stress and bad stress. So just because there's a change doesn't always mean it's bad. Of course, some changes are good. So just to be aware of that, because especially people with anxiety, a lot of times you try to avoid all stress, but really you do need some stress in your life, because if you have zero stress, then you may not be motivated enough to complete the work or whatever you need to do in your life. So a little bit of stress is beneficial. Um, the third thing with helping to deal with change is to maintain a routine. So this has been very powerful for me, especially if you tend toward anxiety or depression or another mental illness. Maintaining a routine is crucial, because it structures your day. It takes, especially when you're dealing with uncertainty, dealing with change. A routine is like one of the very predictable things that you can control of your day. You can decide, I'm going to wake up at this time. I'm going to go to work at this time. I'm going to have breakfast at this. You can structure your day. You can structure a routine, and that routine will carry you through a lot of uncertainty and a lot of changes. But if you start waking up late, if you start skipping your exercise, if you start, just eating crazy stuff, it can really throw you off. So I recommend maintaining routine. Now, again, don't get crazy with it. You don't have to maintain a strict, rigid routine like I must do this at this exact time. No, don't get too rigid, but just try to maintain somewhat of a routine with a little bit of wiggle room, because life happens. So another one that I touched on in another video is exercise. So again, like I said, I'm a runner. I run 5 days a week, maybe 20, 30 miles a week. I know some people hate running, but exercise makes all the difference in the world when you're dealing with change, you're dealing with uncertainty. It clears your mind, makes your body stronger, makes you less susceptible to getting sick. So I always recommend find something that you could do, majority of the days of the week, 3, 4, 5 days a week. Find something you like. That could be, if you don't like, a lot of people hate running. You could try walking, you could try hiking, you could try riding your bike. There's so many things you can do, but just pick one that you look forward to. Like I don't view my exercise as a chore, honestly. I look forward to when I can exercise, and I know that it's built into my routine, and it's something again that I can fall back on if I'm dealing with uncertainty or having to undergo change. I can have that moment in my day where I clear my head and I call it like meditation in motion. And then a final thought is on friends. A lot of us, especially if you kind of feel you might have a tendency toward, hey, I feel like I should go it alone. I feel like I should try to fight all my battles alone. Well, I'm here to tell you, it doesn't hurt to have a friend. Sometimes you need somebody to talk to. And if you're an introvert like me, a hardcore introvert, you tend to spend most of your time alone, but there's a lot of value in having, even if it's just one or two good friends that you can talk to, and they can talk to you, and you can share the burden of life. And it took me a long time to understand the value, but there is tremendous value in talking to someone, Again, even if you're an introvert, even if you hardly ever talk to anybody, even if you can just set aside a little bit of time each day to talk to someone and interact, it will lift your mood. It will make you feel better. So just wanted to share a quick video about some of the things that you can do to deal with change. And I talked about how change is inevitable. I talked about there are good and bad stressors when it comes to change. I talked about the power of maintaining a routine. I talked about the power of daily exercise. And then I talked about how important it is to have a couple friends to rely upon and to interact with and share your life with. So I hope that this video helps somebody. Like the video, leave a comment if you want. Thanks for watching. See you next time.